So there's two that immediately come to mind. And that's with my moving all the time. So I'm always shifting time zones. So it's hard to
I hadn't thought about the time zone
super
piece.
long
Yeah,
term.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I went from being in the same time zone as Australia to being Eastern Standard Time, which is quite a big jump. So I went from my streams were all nighttime streams for the States because they were daytime for me. I would stream in the morning. And then for my gaming streams, it was like I'd stream it in the morning and then I'd like have my lunch and then go about the rest of my day. And then switching to here, it's like it's an actual nighttime stream and I'm up late. Oh boy. And the cake streams are no longer night streams, they're afternoon streams. They're at this time. And so people having to like adjust and myself adapt, but then my community adapt of like, okay, slightly different times, can I make it and everything. And then our next time zone is going to be significantly worse. It's going to be almost impossible for probably most of my community to come to my streams. And that's really freaking hard. I think that's the biggest one. That's been the biggest struggle. And then coming into this next year is going to be the even hardest struggle. Like I have the feeling that, that average number drop is going to, be way down. I'm going to have to probably build a whole new community essentially, which sucks, but it's also like, okay, well, there's people in a different time zone now that I can meet and I can get to know. It's just that you having to go through the being a new streamer process all over again.
Right. It really
with channels that are like 4 years old.
Yeah, I had not thought through fully. I know, and this is one of the things that working globally really is a thing, that time zones are more important to when you're doing things than exactly where you live on the globe. It's the time zone issue that's more important. Even a matter of East Coast versus West Coast when you're streaming, 3-hour time difference makes a huge difference. I have friends who start streaming when their kids go to bed at night and they're Pacific time. Well, when their kids are going to bed, I'm already been in bed for an hour or two. So, it's like they're putting their kids to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, but I'm East Coast, so I've already been in bed since 10 p.m. They start streaming and go till my time, 3 in the morning. It's only midnight for them. So it's like, I'm not staying up and watching you. It's like, wow, even a 3-hour time zone difference can become a burden when you're going halfway around the world and flip-flopping your schedule to morning to evening and now moving another, let's call it 6-8 hours, whatever it is, the difference, and trying to do that again. You're right. There is both the loss and grief, and I want to identify this, loss and grief of community that won't be there for you and for the community. There's going to be a real loss and grief that people will go through, including you, but there's also opportunity of meeting new people and streaming to new people that never were able to catch you because you were on at the wrong time for them. Yeah, that's a real thing. I'm glad you shared that.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting transition and change. So dreading it a little bit, but excited at the same time.